I've been dying to find out what's in this ancient looking box. Could be some amazing treasure, but now I have the key. Let's have a look. Oh.
Thank you for opening the box. All I have to say is it's Baggy Hi-Fi time!
Greetings cats and kittens, welcome once again to Baggy Hi-Fi, this YouTube channel devoted to record collecting and the vinyl community here in the UK. Hope everyone's feeling well. This video goes out to Rob Walker, who is in hospital at the moment, so get well soon. Rob, I hope you're managing to watch quite a few vinyl community videos to keep you entertained as you recover. Now this video, this latest one from Baggy Hi-Fi, is a response to a thread. I don't know whether it was really meant to be begun as a thread, but it was a video made by Carl Tweed. And Carl Tweed is a UK vinyl community member, sometime writer for Shindig magazine, someone you should check out. But he made a video where I think he chose 10 45 RPM 7-inch singles, which he would like to hear on the radio, possibly in a parallel universe or another dimension. 45 RPM Chartbusters that would make a playlist that you'd love to hear. And then after Carl made that video, Garner over at Born Out of Time also made a video and chose 5 7-inch singles that he'd like to hear in a parallel universe coming over the radio wave. So I thought I'd have a go with this. And so here are my 10 7-inch singles that I'd like to hear on an imaginary radio station. Quite a mixture of psychedelia, garage, post-punk electronics. Anyway, you'll see. And I'm going to drop in a few needle drops along the way as well. So this first one, these are in no particular order. I'd like to hear all of these on the radio. This first one is by Vibrasonic, and it's a tune called Kingsley J. Came out in 1994, and this UK band were definitely keeping the Syd Barrett swirling Psych flame alive on this corker of a 7-inch single. There will be a needle drop of this one later, but it is so well done and features lots of swirly kind of theremin type noises in the background just to add to the full psychedelic effect. Came out on Yep Records, and I believe that Vibrasonic did make an album which I'd love to track down sometime. But yeah, very much recommended. Almost a lost classic. This next one, number 2, is by a band which began in the late 60s in the San Francisco scene, but they weren't a guitar band. They were an electronic band, which in recent years have been sort of rediscovered and reevaluated. The Silver Apples. Now, they were a duo, and Simeon, the main member, made his own synthesizer, sort of homemade electronic with oscillators on it. And they made 2 albums which are really wonderful, hypnotic, electronic, rhythmic excursions, as I say, which have been very much rediscovered in the last 20 odd years. So this single by Silver Apples was released in 1996 on the Enraptured label, and I think it's testament really to the Silver Apples being rediscovered around about that time. And so this is a new recording from 1996. Not really as good as their 60s music, but still worth hearing. That sort of pulsing, primitive electronic sound, which you could almost describe as kind of garage electronics. I think there was a new member in the band by then, and I think Simeon, the main member, has since died. So quite an obscure single there by the excellent Silver Apples. Next one, a bit more electronica. This time from, when is this from? 90s, I think. Anyway, you'll see when I do the needle drop. It's by Dimaxion, a project run by New Yorker Jeremy Novak. And this is released on the Glasgow label Vesuvius, much missed label. It was short-lived, but did put out some great records, and very often on 7-inch singles. Now, how would you describe this? Well, you will hear a needle drop, but it is really kind of rambunctious, addictive, appealing, sampler infested, short bursts of tuneful electronica. Very playful, great fun. In recent years, or sorry, more recent, I think it was last year, Jeremy Novak reappeared as Ghost Power. Some recordings are made with Tim Gain of Stereolab. So that will maybe give you some idea of what Dimaxion sounded like. But just a one-man project there, and this is a really, really excellent 7-inch single, which I would like to hear on the radio. Going back a bit further to 1991, Velvet Crush. This band included drummer Rick Menck, who around about that time in the 90s was appearing in lots and lots of different indie bands, including the Springfields and Choo Choo Train. Think sort of 60s inflected power pop. And this is in the grunge era as well, really. So Velvet Crush almost had a kind of a hit album around about that time with this album, Teenage Symphonies to God, which I do recommend. Jangly, power poppy, 60s, and they do a cover of a Bird song on here. But single released on the Seminole Twang label in 1991, Ash and Earth by the trio Velvet Crush. And finally in this section, number 5, going back up to Scotland for the Thanes, long-running garage revival band coming out of Scotland, I think possibly from Edinburgh. The member who has been in the band for the longest time was Lenny Helsing, and this is quite a recent 7-inch single, 2016 on the Dirty Water label, and a gatefold sleeve on a 7-inch single, which is quite unusual, I think you'll agree. So the excellent Thanes from Scotland. to number 6, the Mike Stewart Span. A high watermark really of British psychedelia on this 7-inch single. If you are a fan of British psychedelia, especially of the sort of 67, 68 era, you'll know that there are many bands who have now been compiled who maybe only made one single, but usually they would be quite a corker, and this one is a corker. This is Children of Tomorrow by Mike Stewart Span. Excellent attacking twin guitar lead, and also bashing Keith Moon style drumming, and excellent vocalist as well. So the B-side is very bit like the Yardbirds, I would say. It's called Concerto of Thoughts. This was a Record Store Day release, not something I usually participate on, but I think I bought this later on, maybe about a year after it was still in the racks, and I grabbed that one because right up my street. Over to some more electronic music, post-punk electronica. Vice Versa, quite an obscure combo, a 3-piece from Sheffield, and from 1979 this is, and around about that time, 1979 to 80, of course, Sheffield was the hotbed of grim synthesized sounds, very much influenced by the industrial north, which again is right up my street. Now Vice Versa, a Sheffield band, including Stephen Singleton, these members, strangely enough, went on to be part of the slick pop combo ABC. But this couldn't be further from that style. This is very, very sort of primitive, synthesized music with sort of cheap equipment, quite a punk kind of attack to it, grim lyrics. You'll hear a needle drop of this, but it's definitely one of my favourites of that time, and a nice sort of fold out sleeve as well, with the anonymous looking band there, Vice Versa. Back to the 60s now, and back to a TV series, Jerry and Sylvia Anderson TV series, Fireball XL5. This is the theme song from Fireball XL5. I think this is from about 1962, 1963. The A-side is by Don Spencer and the XL5, and the B-side is a great instrumental, Joe Meek-esque instrumental called Zero G. Of course, Barry Gray was a composer of lots of music for the Jerry Anderson TV programs, and it's on nice sort of gingery coloured vinyl with a retro looking label. So that's pre-Thunderbirds Fireball XL5 theme song, something I'd definitely like to hear coming out of the radio. Back to the garage style now, and garage revival, early garage revival, 1982. This is by Sweden's The Nomads, Nighttime, a cover of the pounding primitive garage crusher, a song by the Strangeloves originally in the 60s, as you'll find on the Nuggets compilation, and Boss Hoss is the B-side. So it's very, very powerful recording by those rock and rollers from Sweden, the Nomads. So I think are still going today, but this is one of their early singles, garage revival of top quality. And sticking with sort of garage music, here are some girls from the garage, The Brood, on Stanton Park Records from Massachusetts, and this is from 1990. From Portland, all-girl group. I do have an album by these, which I don't think I've shown, but yeah, nice sort of sullen attitude from these girls. You can see them on the back there, lurking in the forests around Portland. So that's my 10th 7-inch single from this list of tunes I'd like to hear on the radio in a parallel universe. Thanks to Carl Tweed for starting this idea. Do go and have a look at his channel, and thanks to Garner also for responding. Do go and have a look at his channel, Born Out of Time. So that's it for this video, this latest Baggy Hi-Fi video, number 76. Thank you to all the new subscribers who have subscribed. I would like a few more. Might be quite nice to get up to 500 subscribers. So Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.